It's a live look at the boardwalk in Ocean City, New Jersey, where a nor'easter is heading up the East Coast. Fox Weather storm specialist Mike Seidel is in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Though folks there are dealing with all this. Hi, Mike.
Good afternoon, Rich, from the beach, and boy, it is churned up today. Exactly what you expect with a nor'easter when it's not snowing. High surf, dangerous surf out here. We've had 10 to 12 footers just off the beach at Bethany Beach, Delaware. Look at these waves crashing, and we're losing beach too. One of the stories is going to be the beach erosion. Gusts have been topped out now at 51 miles an hour. High tide was an hour ago, so the tide is trying to go out, but we just had a wave come all the way up into the dune line and all the way up into this walkway. So it's going to be a tough afternoon, and we've got two more high tides of concern with a coastal flood warning going through Monday evening, after midnight tonight and early tomorrow afternoon. So far, the rain has not been an issue. In fact, the Weather Service has dropped the flood watches for the Maryland, Delaware area, the eastern shore, because we're just not going to get the rain. A dryer is wrapping in on the southwest side. So far, just a quarter inch of rain. Temperatures relatively mild. I've covered a lot of nor'easters where it's very, very chilly in the 40s and even 30s. 65 right now, water temperature 70. So for the next 24 hours, wind cranking at 40 plus miles an hour. There's a high wind warning till tomorrow morning for here, all the way up through Long Island and the Cape and the Islands, Rich. And based on locals, this is the highest the water has been all season long. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Mike.
Well, right now, millions of Americans along the eastern seaboard are under flood warnings as a nor'easter churns up the coast. One area feeling the brunt of it, Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, where up to 3 feet of flooding is expected, according to the National Weather Service. Fox Weather meteorologist Mike Seidel is there. How's it looking, Mike?
Good afternoon, John. It is a wild weather day here on the beaches of Maryland and Delaware as expected. A nor'easter, a warm nor'easter. We're not talking snow this time. Nor'easters can be rain or snow. It's all rain. We've had very little here. Most of the rain right now is falling in southern New England. The real issue is out here on the beaches. Look at this surf. Just offshore, we've got 12 footers, and they're breaking on shore. Now, high tide was about 4 hours ago. The water's having a tough time going out. We've got 2 more high tides of concern a little after midnight and again tomorrow afternoon. Many of the beaches from the Carolinas all the way up into southern New England under coastal flood warnings. Here they run through 8 o'clock Monday evening, along with high wind warnings. Some of the gusts could top out at 50 or 60 miles an hour. So far, though, the main impact has been on the beaches. At high tide, the water was into the dune. We've had some beach erosion. We expect more of that, not only here. Also, there's water in the streets. Down in Ocean City, Maryland, southern part of the town, the downtown area has water in the streets. Ocean City, New Jersey has streets flooded from the water coming in from the Atlantic, and also just north of here in Bowers Beach, Delaware, they've said some of you should evacuate because of the water coming in some of those areas. So it's going to be a rough another 24 hours or so. By Tuesday, the storm will move out to sea. The sun will come back out, and the whole area will see some great fall weather from Tuesday afternoon right on through next weekend. In the meantime, these winds are still gusting over 40 miles an hour, sustained 25 to 30. And look at this. We are still several hours from low tide, and the water is still coming up to about where it was at high tide. Gives you a sense of what we may endure at high tide about 1 a.m. tomorrow morning here in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. And I talked to the head of the lifeguards, and the water here was higher at high tide than it was with Aaron going off the coast in Imelda just a couple of weeks ago. So this is a worst case scenario so far this season here at the beaches along the Delaware coast. John?
It looks like a big one. Mike Seidel on Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Mike, thank you.
We are back with a Fox News alert. A powerful nor'easter is slamming the East Coast and causing travel delays this holiday weekend. It's bringing heavy rain and dangerous wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. Mike Seidel is live in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, with the latest. Mike, to you.
Hey, good evening, Molly. From the beaches, the sun has gone down, but the surf is still up. We've had 8 to 10 footers crashing on the shore here since early this morning. Winds are sustained at about 30 miles an hour. We're getting some rain finally. We haven't gotten much rain down here on the Maryland-Delaware coast. About a quarter inch so far, that's it. So that's not the issue. The flood watches were dropped earlier today. The issue is the wind. and the coastal flooding. We've got coastal flood warnings and advisories from the Carolina beaches all the way up to southern New England. Our concern here is the next couple of high tides. We're talking about 1 a.m. in the morning and then tomorrow afternoon, early Monday afternoon, and we'll likely see the water back into the dune line, and that's eating away. We're losing some beach with every high tide. That's what we call the beach erosion. The good news is this storm is going to start pulling away later tomorrow and tomorrow night. By Tuesday, a much better weather situation. But for travelers today, we've had those ground delay programs at the 3 New York City airports, Logan, Philadelphia, and also Reagan National in Washington. And we'll likely have more of those delay programs tomorrow because of the wind and the rain impacting those runways here in the Northeast. So, Molly, a couple of bad beach days, although we are past Labor Day. And then after Tuesday, everything gets better starting Tuesday afternoon. And the weather for the rest of the week, even up where you are, is going to be just perfect fall weather. But next 24 hours here, this is what you get. Horizontal, wind-blown rain, sand, sea foam, and high tides and rough surf. Molly?
All right, Mike Seidel, thank you for braving the storm, braving the seas for us this evening. We greatly appreciate it.